Hi, we're the Salas family and we're on a round the world trip with our 2 kids. We just spent 2 months in South America and we're making our way back to North America for a month in Mexico.
We are here in our final moments in our neighborhood in Copacabana, waiting for our Uber to go to the airport and leave Brazil. It's bittersweet. It's been a wonderful time. How are you feeling about leaving Brazil?
Well, pretty positive. I've enjoyed the time a ton, but I think transitions are always exciting, so I'm super happy language-wise with how much Portuguese I've picked up, but also really I'm looking forward to being able to just speak Spanish, which is going to seem like a breeze.
Have you been to Mexico before, Sienna?
Yes.
You have? How many times?
155.
No. She has been there 2 times. Sassy. 2 times. You went to Mexico City and Baja California.
Yep.
So we decided we wanted to see a new part of Mexico for us, and that was the Yucatán Peninsula. Now we're starting in the northern portion in a small city called Merida, which doesn't have many direct paths from Brazil. So in order to get there, we had to fly through Miami, and all things said and done, it was about 24 hours. We're on the plane. Last hurdle is convincing someone to switch spots with Martine, because currently the kids are sitting together, Martine and I are separated, and we're also separated from the kids. Who would want to sit by Seneca? Were you able to negotiate, Salas? With not 1, but 2? For some reason, people actually think it might be fun to sit between Seneca and Sienna. I don't know why. Wait till they see this crazy little booger on the plane.
This blanket is amazing. It's so soft.
Oh, could you just cuddle up all night? First long flight back to North America. 10 hours between Rio and Miami. Now we get to do the family fast pass and passport control to get global entry. So we are bypassing this giant line. We don't have to wait with all these poor souls at 4 a.m. because it literally takes us 90 seconds to get through customs. I cannot say enough about global entry when you're flying with children at 4 a.m.
One of the great things about the Miami airport is that it has this great kids park, but because we took a red eye there, we got there at like 3 or 4 in the morning. So with our tired kids, we ended up just having to ride the tram for like 2 or 3 hours until the park opened up.
I think we had something like 5 or 6 hours to kill, and yeah, we easily spent like 2 of that on the train. We're coming back and it appears to be open. We managed to kill 4 hours at the Miami airport, starting at 4 a.m. And now we're absolutely beat. Sleepy boy. Played him out, which basically means mission accomplished. So after 24 hours and going through all our snacks, we finally made it to Merida, rented our car, and checked into our beautiful Airbnb, which we were so excited to have a new home, except it didn't have the very basic thing of food. And because we were in the Colonial Center, we weren't near any grocery store to easily go grocery shopping. I think, how long did you walk around for?
It was a couple of hours. So by the time I returned back, everyone was just starving and impatient, and I came back empty-handed. I felt so bad.
Which is so not like Martine. He's very resourceful.
Empty-handed.
He went out looking for snacks?
I went out looking for food. I could have gotten snacks, but, you know, like chips and stuff. But I was looking for food. I didn't find any food. I found a place that actually said Mercado on it, but it was all restaurants that weren't open yet. that serve beer and also like beer.
All right, quit telling me about chips and beer. I want all those things, Salas.
I'll be back.
One eternity later.
So anyways, we gave in and went to a restaurant even though we were so tired and our kids had been up for more than a day by this point. Oh my gosh, Martine, what did you order us?
I don't know. 4 yuccas. You could prepare 4 different ways to make so. So if you haven't heard of Merida before, it is the capital city in the Yucatán state in Mexico. And the reason that we wanted to go was because we wanted to see the Dia de Muertos celebration, which is what it's actually really known for. But because we had the red eye and we were super tired, and then I totally messed up finding food.
Not your fault.
And we ended up just having to sleep, and we missed it. But there's still a lot of really great things to do around the city.
Our friends Paula and Dan actually live across the peninsula in Playa del Carmen and came to visit us, and since they had been there before, gave us a tour of the city.
If you've seen any of our videos before, you know that we don't just like to stay where we're staying. We like to move around in any which way that we can. So one of the really cool things about Merida is that every Sunday they have something that's called Ciclovia, which literally just means bike path. And they have over 70 kilometers of bike paths in the city. Every single Sunday though.
And not just paths, they close down the major roads and turn them into bicycle streets.
Yeah, so you have these huge roads all throughout the city that are connected that shut down, and people are walking on them, they're skating, they're biking.
Having snacks.
All the snacks and big drinks. We're on the boulevard and it's completely clear. There are a ton of vendors on the sides. You can actually even get free bikes from a sponsored cell phone company. Okay, fam, we're taking a pit stop to get some smoothies, some fresh smoothies, and we're going to get one that is chaya, which is a leaf, and orange juice, and the other one is going to be Fernena and Seneca, strawberries, banana, and oranges. If you're traveling with kids like us, then you probably want to check out some of the other free and family-friendly options that Merida has to offer.
We actually went to Animaya Zoo, which is one of 2 zoos in town, and we were really impressed by the layout. You start off and you're walking around a perimeter of a zoo and you can see the different animals, but you soon realize that you're actually above the animals looking down, and it's organized in a large circular ecosystem as much as you can have across the continents. And as you make your way all the way around, there's a point where you can actually come down into the exhibits, and you can either take a safari ride or a boat ride and be able to experience the zoo right at ground level and very close to the animals. I think there's one point where an ostrich almost put its head in our little safari truck.
Another reason we wanted to check out Merida is that it's been voted twice now the cultural capital of the Americas.
The whole area is teeming with very rich Maya culture, past and present, and so we knew if we wanted to experience more of that, we'd have to rent a car. So we rented a car for the whole month while we were here, and we started off visiting the pyramid, the archaeological park of Uxmal. Good morning! We are driving from Merida to Uxmal to see the archaeological park there. It's about an hour on some very beautiful flat roads, not many cars. Hopefully the weather holds out. Looks like it's gonna rain, but we're excited to see more indigenous wonders on this part of our planet.
We should take just a second to talk about why Uxmal is so significant. So, Uxmal was built in the 8th century and was continuously inhabited until about the 16th century. And at its peak, it had over 25,000 people living in it. It was the center for trade and administration and culture. So really, for centuries, it was the literal capital of the region.
Something else you might be interested in at Uxmal is that you can actually walk up on some of the pyramids, which is not always the case in these archaeological parks. However, make sure you bring lots of water because it is really hot even if you don't climb anything. Actually, as cool as it was, as Martine described, we didn't get to see everything because it's so big and it's very hot. So we actually had to take a break and visit one of the cenotes nearby. The grounds are impressive and sprawling, and also, even though it's 10 degrees cooler today than normal, my eyelids are even sweating. Merida is a new level of hot. Definitely gonna be like a 5-shower day. No shame in that.
We talked about history. Now let's take a minute to talk about science.
Okay, Wikipedia Brown.
So, 66 million years ago, a massive meteor hit just off the coast of what is now the Yucatán Peninsula and created what's called the Chicxulub crater. This impact, as most people know, basically led to the extinction of all the dinosaurs. But one of the really awesome things, the most marvelous creations on Earth that created are 6,000 cenotes in the area.
So since there are at least 6,000 of them known and probably more being discovered every year in people's backyards, we actually passed signs for a number of them just driving to Uxmal and then back.
Yeah, remember we're going to a cave? How'd you like it?
Oh, it was fun!
Wow.
So refreshing. Oh my god, it's so hot. You just want nothing more than jumping. But it's not cold.
No.
It's not hot either.
Well, there's no way anything feels cold when it's 90 degrees.
So as magical and refreshing as the cenote was, there comes a time when a girl gets hungry.
And a guy and our kids.
Yeah, them too.
We're just coming from the one cenote, and we're on our way back to Merida. We're going through a small town. I don't actually know what the name of this small town is. And we saw this tortilleria. So the other day, we stopped and we got some fresh tortillas, and the kids basically ate all of them on the way back. Today we got another stack right here, freshly made, and it was something like 8.5 pesos, which is less than 50 cents.
Oh.
It's hard to beat. Across the Yucatan, or at least where we were driving, we would see them, little signs, and we would stop, and we would get stacks of fresh, hot,
Stacks on stacks on stacks.
stacks on stacks on stacks of freshly made corn tortillas. You can't beat it.
So after spending some time in the Merida area, we're actually going to switch homes and drive across the Yucatan Peninsula.
We'll see you there.